Welcome to Hyperbolic Stretching. Ever wondered how to enhance your flexibility and soar to new heights? Meet Hyperbolic Stretching. In just 45 minutes, you can transform your body's range of motion and boost your overall mobility. Designed with yoga enthusiasts in mind, our session incorporates ancient techniques with a modern twist. Whether you're a beginner or a seasoned yogi, Hyperbolic Stretching offers personalized paths to achieve your flexibility goals. So, grab your mat, find your space, and let's stretch our way to a more flexible, invigorated you. Let's get started.
Get into some nice stretches to warm the body, and then quickly into a nice breath to movement flow. Of course, I'm going to sprinkle in some of my spicy favorites. You might be seeing a little boat pose, some chair pose, and some good balancing poses as well. We will end up with a nice, relaxing little bit to cool things down. You might want to grab a towel. We're about to heat things up. Let's get comfortable. Starting in seated. Easy pose, so make it feel easy in your body. Grow tall, take a couple shrugs of those shoulders. And then when you're ready, palms up, ready to get started here. Now I want you to start to tap into that spice, to that heat with your breath, with your Ujjayi breath. So Ujjayi helps to heat that air as it comes in and out of the body. So bring it in through your nose. Listen to that sweet little whisper sound, and then exhale out the nose. Feel and hear that breath. Do that 3 more times. In through the nose, grow tall. Exhale. 2 more like that. Breathe in. And let it out. This next one, big inhale through your nose, and then exhale with a sigh out your mouth. Letting go of anything you need to let go of on your mat here today, yeah? All right, bring your hands to heart center, interlace your fingers, push your palms forward, round your back. Let's open the back body as you sway side to side a little bit. Start to loosen up low back, shoulders. Get them ready to work here. And then take that same swaying motion overhead, side to side. You can rock on your sit bones, move the arms around up there. Good, and then take the arms behind you, interlace your fingers. Pull your arm bones towards each other, chin goes up, chest to the ceiling. While you're there, make some funny faces. Work your jaw, stretch your face. Give it a little shake. And then releasing those hands, stretch your legs forward, a seated forward fold, so toes are up. A little rock side to side on your sit bones, and then gently, slowly ease your way down. Take a little time here to check in. It's your first seated forward fold probably of the whole day, so be mindful of that. Rock on your sit bones, start to loosen up attachment points. And then rolling your way up. I want you to bend your right knee. Let's get a little twisty here. So right foot's going to cross over the outside of the left leg. That might be plenty. Option, if you like it, to pull that left heel over to your right sit bone. Just make sure you can still sit up tall if you go there. Wrap your left arm around that right leg and rotate right. Nice tall spine holding you up here. A little hug into that right leg. 3 big slow breaths. As you finish your third exhale, you can untwist the upper body. Bring your hands behind you, release the legs, bring them to the width of your mat. Your knees are bent, and take a little windshield wiper break side to side there. Good, and let's move to side 2. Twisting the other direction. So right leg long, left leg over. That might be plenty. Or heel to sit bone variation, which does get you into a little more of the outer hip. Give the left leg a hug. Turn gently. Grow tall. Move your head side to side, up and down. How's that breath doing? We're using that as our reminder to stay here today on our mat. That reminder to your nervous system that no matter how spicy we get with the poses, you're going to stay calm and peaceful on the inside. Good. Untwist. Again, hands behind, feet wide. Rock those knees side to side. Let's swing the feet off to one direction, come around to hands and knees, tabletop position. From here, 3 rounds of cat-cow. We haven't moved the spine much, so let's get a little articulation going there and some nice slow-moving cat-cow, breath to movement. Now, even though this is a spicier class today, we will be moving with the breath, but I want it to be a nice, slow-paced breath, not real quick, can barely get the air in before you send it back out. Good. Come back to neutral. Take your right foot, step it up to the edge of your mat. We're going to get into a little lizard stretch and the hips here. Arm is inside that right knee. Scoot your left knee back and take a little time just to wiggle side to side there. Get the hip flexor, the hips. And then we'll rock the hips back and get a little hamstring stretch going on. Keep the leg offset like it is. So it's not going straight down to the front of the mat. It's off at an angle. Pull your big toe up and take your torso off to the left side of your mat. You can bend your elbows, lower down any amount that feels good there. And then I want you to explore moving your shoulders, moving your hips a little bit. Take another breath in and out right there. And then bring it on back to center. Rebend your knee so you can get it back into tabletop and swap sides right away. Left leg comes forward. Again, left arm is inside, right knee goes back a little bit. Up on your hands, wiggle side to side. Loosening things up a little bit so we're warmed up and ready to get moving very soon here. All right, rock the hips back, keep the leg offset like you have it, big toe up and over to the right. Hands off the mat, bend your elbows lower. And then add that little bit of exploring, moving, finding all the interesting little sticky places there. Good. Stay right there for one more. In and out with that breath. And then bring it on back to the mat. Swing your left leg back to tabletop. Plant your hands. We're headed to our first downward facing dog. Tuck your toes. Take those hips high to the sky and then adjust. Nice, strong, steady arm bones. Look at your feet, their hip distance. Start by lifting and lowering both heels. Row to the tips of your toes, roll to your heels. Warm up and massage the feet a little bit there. And then when your heels are high, I want you to roll forward, high plank pose. We're holding plank for 3 breaths. Now add a little refinement here. Soften your elbows and push into your heels. And then with each exhale, I want you to feel like you're trying to pull your belly button up to your spine. Advanced version of any pose like plank is that you relax your face and make it look easy. You're here for one more breath. In. And exhale, drop on down gently to the knees, untuck your toes. Bring your hands just forward a few more inches, and now weight onto your hands. 5 little lizard push-ups to warm up the upper body. Now what I want as you do this is that your arms are pulling into the sides of your body, not poking out to the sides of your mat, and then right back up. Notice I'm not letting my hip bones sink to the floor. I'm still in that strong, long spine position like I was in plank. 3 more. Exhale, lower. Inhale, up. Exhale. And inhale. Last one. Good, and press it back. Now reset those hands for down dog. Tuck your toes, hips high, downward facing. Settle your left heel to the floor, right leg's going high. Inhale. Knee taps the right elbow. Exhale. Leg goes high. Knee to center, exhale, shift to plank. One more side. As you exhale, knee taps that left elbow. Good job. Leg goes high. Swing it forward, find a lunge with fingertips just grazing the floor. And I want you to bring your back toes in a little bit so you feel really steady and strong here. Then, when you're ready, right arm reaches forward. Join it with the left. But keep your chest low. Feel like you're holding a 10-pound box in between your hands right now. And then that magic breath, flowing with ease. Oh, yeah. Bring the hands to prayer. Lift your chest up just a little bit so you can get that left elbow hooked over onto the right thigh, and then turn your heart to your hands. Add a little press into your left heel so that left leg is working very hard to hold you up. And exhale, hands down. Slide your right leg back. Inhale, high plank. Exhale, 5 more of those knee down little push-ups, or can you do them from high to low without touching down to the floor? 1, 2, 3. Hug those arm bones in. 4. Number 5, good job. Press up, downward dog. Breathe in through your nose. Breathe out through your mouth. Left leg goes high. Knee comes to tap, the left elbow shift to plank. Leg high. Knee to nose. Take it high. Over to the right elbow. Leg high. Exhale, step forward. You're in that nice, steady lunge position. Fingertips graze the floor. Back toes in just a little bit. Chest is low. Take your left arm, reach it forward. When you're ready, can you join it with the right? Hold your 10-pound box. Squeezing in. Exhale, hands to prayer. Lift the chest just a bit. Rotate to your left. Prayer twist. And then find a little of that yoga magic here, the breath, and also softening the face. We're always looking, even in a challenging, more active practice, where can I find some ease? Take another breath in. Use your exhale, hands down. Step back, high plank. Guess what? 5 more of either your kneeling or that high to low push-up position. I'm going to do the kneeling version this time. Exhale, partway down. Inhale up. 4 more. Feeling those nice, warm, strong tricep muscles. 3, 2. Last one. Now you choose. 3 breaths in down dog, or are you ready to take just a quick little break, pushing back to child's pose, getting off your hands for a moment? I'm going to do that. Take a few wrist circles. Right where you are, pausing. 1 more breath. And then coming back, tabletop position. Tuck your toes, return to downward facing dog. This time from your downward dog, lift your right leg up high, swing it forward, knee taps the right elbow. 3 times on the right, leg high. Number 2. Leg high. Now number 3, I want you to hold it there. Hold and breathe. Lift it a little higher. With your next inhale, send it high. Exhale, step forward. You're back in your lunge. Fingertips graze the floor. Adjust your feet. Keep the chest low. Arms fly behind you this time. And turn your palms so they're facing down. Like you're trying to draw your pinky fingers closer to each other. Your neck is long. Let's find that magic breath again here. Slow things down on the inside. Very nice. Reach to the floor with your fingertips. Shift forward. Left leg goes high, standing splits, and we'll add some Shiva squats to this. So as you exhale, bend both knees. Your left calf is going to tap your right calf muscle, and then send it high again. 4 more like that. 3, 2. Last one. Instead of clicking the calves, left foot meets the right. You are in forward fold. Take a moment. Shake your head. Shake your hands. Inhale, half lift up. Exhale, we're headed back to plank. Pause. Breathe in. First full slow chaturanga of our practice today. So you can move high to low on your flow today. Feel free to do your modified version if that's better for you, yeah? With an exhale, maintain that nice strong arm position. Inhale, find your up dog. And exhale, downward facing. Here we go. Left leg goes high. 3 times, tap your left elbow. And 2. You know what's coming. We're holding this one. So shift, lift that knee a little higher. Hold it there. Good job. Leg goes high. Swing it forward. Find your lunge. Fingertips graze the floor. When you're steady, arms behind. Energy like it's shooting out your fingertips. Arms pull a little closer. And use this time while we're holding this pose to slow your breath down. Good job. One more inhale. And exhale, fingertips to the floor. We are kicking that right leg high. Inhale. Exhale, click the calves together, Shiva squats. 4 more. 3, 2. This time, slide that right foot in to meet the left forward fold. Half lift up. We're back down to the mat, hands plant. Back to your plank, chaturanga flow. Up dog. And downward dog. Take a big breath in. And let it out. Lift your right leg high. Swing it forward. This time we are rising up to high crescent lunge. So come on up. Settle in. Back heel is up. Nice active left leg. Bring the arms out to cactus. Soften your shoulders. Ready to flow with the arms and the legs. So inhale, straighten everything. Reach up. Exhale, bend the elbows back to cactus. Bend your back knee lower as much as you're able. Back up to straight. And then bend. Again. 2 more. Last one. Good job. Lower down. Reach up, straighten everything. Bring your hands to your hips. Shift forward, lift your left leg up into marching. So find your steadiness, lift that knee. Option to take the arms overhead. As you exhale, step down, come to chair pose. Again, those same arms we had in our lunge recently, so palms down. Pinkies pull towards each other. And then notice if you're weighted forward, shift back. Weight to the heels. Slow the breath down again. Good job. And inhale, rise up. Big stretch to the ceiling. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift up. We're headed back down, plank to chaturanga flow. If you want to add your jump in, back to your low chaturanga, feel free to. Inhale, up dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Take your left leg when you're ready, lift it high. Step it forward, high, crescent lunge, up we go. Get settled. Push into the back heel. Arms to cactus. Ready to flow. Straighten the front leg, reach. Bend the elbows back to cactus, bend the back knee. Keeping your torso lifted. 4 more. 3. 2. Oh yeah. Last one. Reach up, straighten everything. Bring your hands to your hips. Shift forward, lift that right knee to marching. Regroup when you need to. Knee goes up. Arms up. 3 breaths. Exhale, number 3, step it down. You're back in that same chair pose. Arms sliding behind you, fingertips reaching. Settle into your heels. Lengthen your neck. Feeling a nice little burn in the thighs, hamstrings and glutes. Good job. Rise up, stretch to the ceiling. Forward fold. Now listen carefully. From your fold, bend your knees, lift your heels. Well, that feels kind of good to the thighs. Let's hang out here for a moment. Give a little wiggle side to side. We are lowering from here down to your booty. So walk your hands back, ease down to your sit bones. Find the center of your mat so you'll be ready to lower down, but the fun's not over yet. Here we go. I promised you boat. I will dish up some boat. Lift those feet, lift your heart. Now, if you're feeling a little like you need to catch your breath, hold on. If you still want a little more spice, reach. If you want extra, legs straight, arms to toes. Advanced version of that is try smiling. Woo. Are you quivering? Keeping that peaceful interior. Your breath is magic. Oh, so good. Lower the feet. Hands come behind you. You're either on your palms or you can be on your fists if your wrists are feeling a little tired out. Let's lift to reverse tabletop. So feet are hip distance. Lift those hips up nice and high. Keep your neck neutral or even chin to chest. You don't need to drop the head back for this one. Put your weight onto your left foot. Extend your right leg out. Point your toes. Inhale, that leg goes high. Flex the foot. Tap your heel to the floor. Repeat that 4 more times. Up, point, flex, down. And your arms are probably saying, oh, wow, we are working here. 3, 2, 1 more. Slide the heel in, lower your hips. Shake your arms, and here's the magic. You go to boat after that, and it feels like easy peasy. There we go. We'll add a little twist to this one. So inhale, you can keep the legs bent for this. Exhale, twist to the right. Inhale, center. Exhale, left. 2 more each direction. To the right. And the left. Center. Hands down on palms or fists. Lift the hips, reverse table. Extend your left leg, point your toes. Inhale up. Exhale, flex and tap the floor. 4. With your breath. Last 2. Last one. Slide that heel in. Lower your sit bones. Shake your arms. Widen your knees. You were probably thinking, is there another boat coming? No, a stretch. Here we go. Fold forward. Rock a little side to side there. Very nice. Lift up. It's time to come down to the floor. We will do a little bit more ab work and then some nice stretches, I promise. So scooch on down. Once you're on your back, I want you to lift both legs up to the ceiling. Bring your arms down by your sides. Your arms have done enough today. Let them rest. This is all about low belly, deep core muscles. So with the toes pointed, start to lower your right leg down. You can also tuck your hands there down by your tailbone for a little extra support. You might only go part way, or you tap the heel to the floor. And then exhale as you switch legs. This is very slow, very mindful. And sometimes slower is a little more intense. How is that feeling? Are you starting to feel that deep, low pelvic area? If not, just wait. We're going to do 3 more with each leg. Here we go. Last one each side. All right, both legs are up to the ceiling. Take your hands, grab your shins, pull them in. Oh, good job. Rock side to side a little bit. All right, I've got one more for you. Bring your legs like you're sitting in a chair, 90-degree angle. Arms go out wide. Again, the arms get to rest. Exhale, keep the legs glued together, lower the legs to the right. Again, it might be part way, or you touch down, and then inhale back to center. Exhale to the left. Inhale, using those oblique muscles on the sides of the waist for that upward pull. Exhale right. Big inhale, center. Exhale left. Now do that 2 more times each direction. These ones get spicy pretty quick, yeah? Last one to each side. As the knees come up, again, reach for those legs, hug them in, pick your head up, squeeze into a little ball. And then placing your head down, lower your left foot to the mat. Right leg, we're going to start it up to the ceiling. Hold your hamstring or your calf, whatever you can very easily hold on to, and gently pull that leg towards you. Give it a little sway side to side there. Feel that hard working leg. Send it a little thank you. And then flex the foot, bend your knee, cross your ankle over your left thigh for a figure 4 on your back. You can place both hands on your thighs. Give a little gentle press there. Start out with the left foot on the ground and add a little rock of your hips from side to side here. That is a really nice massage for upper glutes, low back. Then, if you'd like, you can lift that left foot up. Pull your shape in closer. Keep your right knee moving away from you rather than just letting it all collapse into your chest. And once you're there, it feels good to rock around a little bit more. Slowing that breath down here. Notice that your heart rate has probably started to settle in. We're heading into that rest and digest mode for the body, parasympathetic nervous system. Releasing out of this, bring your left foot back down to the floor, stretch the right leg up high. One more time, gently pull it in. And then we'll swap out the legs. So right foot comes down, left toes to the ceiling. Hold on where you can comfortably do so. Sway the leg. Just giving it a little extra stretch and release here after all that good movement. And then add a flex to the foot, cross the ankle over your figure four, starting with the right foot down. Add that nice little rock and massage for your backside. Option to lift the right foot up, bring your figure four in closer. Feeling more of that outer hip and glute and hamstring. A little rock and roll there. Continuing to use that sweet, slow breath. Keep you present and peaceful here. Bring the right foot down. One more time, lift the left leg up. Gently pull it in. And then lower it down. Both knees are bent. Arms reach out wide. T position. We'll move into a reclining twist. You've got lots of options for your twist. So basic one, hips go a little left as both knees roll over to the right. If that's good, but you could stand a little more, try left leg crossed over the right one for eagle legs. Now that is a lot more across this outer hip area. If you don't enjoy it, just uncross again. You might prefer that right leg straight on the floor for that version. So find the one that just feels like a really yummy place to hang out. Rock your head. Your arms are just resting. That might mean that they're bent and in a little closer if they don't feel relaxed, stretched out wide. Really starting to slow it down here. Two more breaths right where you are. And if you crossed parts, come back to center, uncross them. Put your hips right there in the middle of your mat. Pull into a little ball. Knees to chest, nose to knees. Reset before we go to side two. And then feet go down, arms wide. A little scooch of the hips. And whatever version you just did to the other side, mirror that. So I'm going back to the eagle leg twist. I really like that one for that extra bit across the outer hip. Feel yourself just melting into a happy little puddle here on your mat. You worked hard. You deserve to take just a few minutes here to give your body time to rest and slow down. Two more of those lovely slow breaths on this side. And then untwist it. Come back to center. This time as you hug the legs in, if you love Happy Baby, it's time. I actually like, rather than grabbing my feet, I can totally do that. I have really long arms, right? But I like to hug behind my legs and add a little press down in that space at the, right behind the knees where it connects to the hamstrings. I like how that gives me a nice bit of control over the stretch I feel on my backside. And then I also like that then you can do whatever you want with your legs when you're here. Some little egg beaters. Stretch out the toes to one side and then the other. So do your happy baby for a few more breaths here. And then lower those feet to the mat. Adjust your body so you are nicely positioned. Because guess what? It's time to rest. Stretch yourself out long. If you have props nearby that you love for Shavasana or it's chilly in your space there, cover up.